Just when it seemed the dust might be settling at Ibrox, a dramatic new twist has reignited the uncertainty and excitement surrounding Rangers' next big move. Behind closed doors, talks are intensifying, unexpected names are being thrown into the mix, and what looked like a straightforward search for a new manager has suddenly become anything but. As fans wait anxiously for clarity, what's happening behind the scenes hints at a bold, ambitious strategy taking shape. One that could reshape the club's immediate future and reignite the battle for supremacy in Scottish football. The next man to take the hot seat won't just be handed a job, he'll be handed a mission. And the latest developments suggest Rangers may be preparing to roll the dice on a move that would send shockwaves through the league. Strap in, the race for the Ibrox throne just took a fascinating new turn. We will look into this huge manager twist in today's video, whilst also going over all the latest Rangers news from the last 24 hours. There is so much to discuss in today's video, so be sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel for daily Rangers content. But first, David Healy, a former teammate of Stephen Davis with both Rangers and Northern Ireland, has said the former midfielder would be an asset if he were to become part of the backroom staff at the Scottish Premiership Giants. Davis has been linked with a coaching role at Rangers should Steven Gerrard return for a second spell as boss. Gerrard is understood to be one of the leading contenders to take charge after Barry Ferguson's interim term in charge came to an end. Davis was put in temporary control of first-team affairs following the departure of former manager Michael Beale in October 2023. The 40-year-old was caretaker boss for 2 games, a Europa League defeat by Aris Limassol and a league win over St Mirren before Philippe Clement was appointed to the position on a permanent basis. As a player, Davis made a total of 239 appearances for Rangers during 2 spells with the club. Steve has had the privilege and the honour of being in at Rangers as a coach for a little bit, and I don't think it fazed him, said Northern Ireland's record men's international goalscorer Healy. I don't think anything ever fazed Steve as a player or as a person. He's pretty relaxed, he's pretty comfortable in his own tone and what he wants to say. If Rangers feel, when the new manager comes in, whoever he's going to be, feels there's an opportunity for Steve to go in, I think Steve would be an asset to have at Rangers, no matter who the manager is. Davis is currently part of Michael O'Neill's backroom setup with Northern Ireland, for whom he won a record 140 caps. I know he's going through the process at the minute where he's going to do his coaching badges, said O'Neill. He's going through the process of learning, and for me, there is no better role model or apprenticeship than to be working with or in and around Michael O'Neill, who is an incredibly talented coach. Now in a huge Rangers manager twist, Rangers are setting their sights high in their hunt for a new permanent manager, and all eyes are on Sheffield Wednesday's highly rated boss, Danny Rohl. The 36-year-old German, who has made no secret of his openness to leaving Hillsborough this summer, is now firmly in the frame to fill the vacancy at Ibrox following Barry Ferguson's exit as interim boss. Rohl's name is generating serious buzz, but he's not alone. Rangers legend Steven Gerrard is also on the radar as a potential candidate to lead the Glasgow Giants into a new era. However, landing Rohl won't come cheap. According to former Aberdeen CEO Keith Wyness, Rangers may need to fork out a hefty £7 to £8 million in compensation to prize Rohl away from Sheffield Wednesday. Wyness suggested the price tag won't deter the Ibrox hierarchy if they believe Rohl is the man to wrestle dominance back from Celtic. Rangers won't be frightened off, he stated confidently. They'll pay it if they see Rohl as the right guy. I've heard the release clause could be as high as £7 to £8 million, which is a big fee for a Sheffield Wednesday manager. Rohl took charge of the Owls in October 2023, stepping into his first senior management role. In less than 2 seasons, he's transformed the club's fortunes. After guiding them to championship safety in his debut campaign, he followed it up with an impressive 12th place finish in 2024-25, a remarkable turnaround that's earned him admirers across the UK. But taking the reins at Rangers will require more than a solid CV. It'll demand someone capable of executing a full-scale rebuild, and fast. The next manager has to deliver something dramatic, Wyness added. Celtic have the better squad right now. They've got more to spend, and Brendan Rodgers isn't going anywhere. That's the challenge facing whoever walks through the Ibrox doors. Not just matching Celtic, but outthinking, outspending, and outmaneuvering them. It's a bold play. But at Rangers, bold is the only way forward. In other news, Josh Windass thinks James Tavernier should leave Rangers and join a club where he is respected. The captain is about to enter his 11th year at Ibrox. Tavernier has made over 500 Rangers appearances, scoring 130 goals and assisting 142. He has won every major domestic trophy available in Scotland and led his team to the Europa League final in 2022. Windass, however, who played with Tavernier in Glasgow, thinks he deserves more respect. He's so robust, he's out there every week, he's obviously going to come under a lot more criticism because he plays a lot more than everybody else as well, he said. You can't be the best player in every game. I thought that he'd had enough a couple of years ago. I was thinking, why are you still doing it? Go and play for someone who respects you. He gets hammered for no reason. They lose a game, and it's his fault. If they lose a game and someone doesn't speak, it's, where's the captain? He will stay because he's the best right back in the league. Windass spent 2 years at Rangers after joining them on a free transfer from Accrington Stanley in 2016. He now plies his trade for Sheffield Wednesday, who just finished 12th in England's second tier. The 31-year-old left Ibrox just as Steven Gerrard initially joined Rangers. In other news, the date Rangers players will return for pre-season training this summer can be revealed. Rangers midfielder Nicholas Raskin announced that he and his teammates will rejoin forces at the club's training centre on Monday, June 23rd. The players have gone on their summer break following Saturday's draw at Easter Road, bringing the curtain down on a disappointing campaign for Rangers. Raskin and his fellow teammates now have a month off before regrouping to go again for the 2025/26 season. Whoever the permanent successor to Philippe Clermont is, they will return on June 23rd for pre-season. This will allow them around a month to work with their new players before the second qualifying round of the Champions League. The first leg will be played on July 22nd or 23rd, and the second leg a week later. The draw will be made on June 18th. The Scottish Premiership campaign will kick off on the weekend of August 2nd and 3rd, with Rangers hoping to have a much more productive season than the one just gone. Raskin revealed the return date when he was asked about getting clarity on the US takeover. He said, "Yeah, it's always better. We're coming back on the 23rd of June, so it's not that far away. So we need to plan the pre-season and all this. So yeah, it's always better." We all know the situation. We've seen some people coming into the building, but we've not really had any talks. So we're just waiting to see how we're going to go. But that is all for today's video. Thank you for watching. I hope you did enjoy. If you did, please drop a like on the video and subscribe to the channel for daily Rangers content. We post all the latest Rangers news every single day, so make sure you join our fast growing community so you never miss out. Thank you. I'll see you in the next video.